Hi guys, so it is January 20th, Inauguration Day. I just finished my executive coaching with one of the coaches at the GSB, and I felt like it was so helpful for me that I wanted to make sure I shared with you guys in case any of you guys are introverts or having difficulty addressing a group of people or formulating and expressing what it is you want to say coherently. Here are some of the things that I took notes on, and actually did take good notes on it because I felt like it was so practical, which I really like. I'm gonna go first with the parts that are more mind shift changes in case that does help you guys. So the first one is make it a conversation, not a presentation. And that's something that I've heard so many times. If you can somehow shift that mindset, that would be really helpful. The other thing is, in a group, give permission to focus on one individual. So right now, probably not, but when you can get into a group setting, focus on one person and kind of slowly walk towards them and give yourself permission to have a conversation with that person, and then after that you can move on to another person. The other thing is, she was saying when you're nervous, especially during like a Zoom meeting, put your index finger and your thumb together and then you kind of rub it together. If you put that in addition to closing your eyes before and kind of prepping yourself for the meeting and then slowing it down, that's a couple things. It's you're bringing yourself to the present moment. You're not in your head thinking about all these things. I actually have so many tips here, but another one that really resonated with me, simulating the actual situation ahead of time. So if you're going to be doing it in a specific room, try to make it as realistic as possible. If you can even visualize the people that you're going to be addressing and kind of get that pit of your stomach feeling and simulating it, and then doing the presentation, or like, again, it's not a presentation, it's a communication and a conversation. Yeah, so I'm preparing for my trip to Costa Mesa soon, and that's going to be on the 25th. And the cool thing is I'm going to go in for my first dose of vaccination and also attend a ribbon cutting, so I'll take you guys along with me for that. Just really excited for everything. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm going to be flying down, and I've never flown since this whole pandemic started, so just want to make sure I'm prepared. So hoping everything goes smoothly. Definitely going to be very cautious. So I'm going to get ready. I have my accounting classes coming up soon. I've done most of my coursework, but I feel like there's a few that I kind of just did very like I just gave up, to be honest. It was 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday and I was dead tired. This schedule for me is not sustainable because I'm actually a morning person. So what I've been doing is I've been waking up around like 7 to get ready with breakfast and everything, get the girls ready and have my quiet time. But then I've been sleeping like super late because usually I'll sleep around like 1:30, 2, and I've been only getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. And I can tell like I'm starting to get like my voice is kind of going out. My energy level is a lot lower. Typically I start getting more irritable, and so I'm going to be better about that. Keep me accountable and make sure I have enough time for everything. Family is my priority, work, and then school. So other than that, yeah, I'll see you guys whatever I end up having or wanting to share with you guys soon. So right now is around 8:20 p.m. I wasn't gonna film, but I feel like this is part of the journey, and if I didn't, it wouldn't be authentic. So today's only the second day of school, I just realized. And oh my goodness. Okay, so it just feels like so much has happened. I think it's because the way that it's structured, there's just, there's like, for example, we have a course that they meet about 2 times a week. There's pre-work that we need to prepare for. So there's reading, videos that we have to watch. It's pretty intense because you're expected to come and be prepared, and almost you're teaching yourself. And then when you get to class, there's actually another lesson that's built on top of that. So it goes together, but there's a part of it that you're supposed to self-teach. I'm trying to figure out my rhythm. I still haven't found it, and I've been starting to study and like go over my pre-work for each class around 10 p.m. and that's because during the day I have all these meetings, classes, discussion groups, review sessions already, and you know, I also make time for like going for a jog today and meeting up with other classmates. By the time I spend time with the family, like just a little bit, it's not even that much to be honest, it's already pretty late. Yeah, this is not very sustainable, so I'm trying to do it much earlier. So that's why I'm here. I have my my book, my folder in front of me, ready to read. I think the attitude I have, I like to be prepared. I like organization. Like, it's hard for me to take courses and not feel the pressure to understand everything and just grasp the material really well. It's a little contradictory because I definitely do procrastinate, don't get me wrong. I actually don't like it. Like, I don't know why I do that. I wish I could stop, so I'm trying to change that, but I think my approach is going to be a little bit more forgiving on myself. Every night when I'm doing this, I get so frustrated and I don't let myself go to sleep until I get everything. It's hard because I feel like you can spend so much more time than I do on this material to get to that point, and I'm not willing to sacrifice everything else because I have my work, I have my family. So I think I just need to carve out time. I can't keep going until 1:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. because I'm not a night person at all. Like, I'm such a morning person. So yeah, this is just like an honest check-in on how it's going. So you know, I've been told this from previous alumni that we should focus and do the path that we set out and not get detracted. And I know that one of the things that people regret always is like how much time they spent on the coursework. So I don't want to do that, and I definitely don't have the time or the patience to do that. So I'm gonna go to sleep today by 11 p.m. at the latest. I'm going to document when I go to sleep so that I can keep myself accountable, and I'm gonna stop then. Like, I'm not gonna do anything else. So I'll check in with you guys when I go to sleep.
Darling, you sent me. I know you. Darling, you sent me. I know you sent me. Darling, you sent me. I know you sent me. Darling, send me. Darling, send me. I know. Darling, you send me. I know. Send me. Darling, send me. Darling, send me. Darling.
Good morning, guys. So today is Thursday, the 21st. Yesterday I was able to finish all of my homework before midnight, so I finished around 11:30. One of it was for the Strategy Beyond Markets class, and it was a case study of Uber. It was cool because there was a lot of thought-provoking questions that was pretty much asking you what you would have done if you were in that position, because it kind of left off at where Uber is trying to get into Washington, D.C., and there is all these regulations and all this pushback. So that was really cool. Today morning I went for a run, and I shouldn't call it a run. It's more like a jog, like a very slow jog. Decided every morning, no matter what time I wake up, I'm gonna go outside and then just kind of lightly jog for like 20-30 minutes. I think next week I'm gonna try to go to sleep by 11 if possible, and then the week after that by 10, and just kind of get that as my goal. I do have a few meetings, both walking with classmates virtually. There's a couple, and then I actually reached out to one of the professors I really wanted to talk to, so I'm going to be talking to him later today, which I'm super excited about. Now I'm finally seeing how the Stanford email actually does help facilitate conversations with people you normally wouldn't. And then I had my executive coaching session, which I already shared with you guys yesterday. I think just having someone to talk to is really helpful. Knowing that what you're going through, you're not going through alone, and that other people have gone through it. It's just, you know, comforting. My schedule nowadays is 2 hours towards catching up with schoolwork and reviewing, 2 hours working towards my company, FLOE Vision. And then whatever break I have throughout the day is scheduled to do virtual meetings or meet with other classmates. Yeah, I have to jump on my first class. So I just wanted to jump on here really quick in between classes and let you guys know I just got news that for Costa Mesa, the building, which we signed the lease beginning of January 2020. So it's been over a year since we've been trying to get this office approved by city, and it has been such a long, arduous process. There was a lot of delays because of COVID, obviously, a lot of back and forths, and a lot of it was, you know, my learnings as this is probably the larger scale of project that I've ever taken on, and also working with a new team and getting all the kinks out and just a lot of stuff. I just got a call from my contractor, and he said that we got the final inspection passed. So we have a 6-month temporary permit, so we're good to go and we can open for business, which is great because we plan to have our ribbon cutting ceremony on Monday, which is January 25th. And I already booked my ticket, already booked my vaccine right before. So now that plan is good to go. I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell everyone I know, but we're good to go with Costa Mesa. I'm gonna keep you guys posted, so make sure you keep watching because I think you're gonna be super excited with us. Say hi. Good morning. So today is Saturday. Actually doing some prep work for an upcoming meeting with a classmate. We have negotiations this quarter, and we have to read some real life cases and try to negotiate, and they give you someone to work with. So I'm partnered up with a classmate. So I'm actually super excited for this because I love doing this kind of stuff because it's very real life and very applicable. This is going to be very interesting. I just finished taking notes on the case, and I'm the CFO of a pharmaceutical company that is trying to sell a plant that bioengineers genetically altered compounds. So I did a lot of research on it, and I actually was only going to spend like an hour on it. But it got so interesting because I'm taking the role pretty seriously, like as if it was a real meeting with another potential acquisition. So I have a meeting with my classmate in about 6 minutes. It's 12:24 right now. And then after, I'm going to actually go meet with other classmates. They just had the Student Association elections yesterday. Congrats to the president, Felipe. I will introduce you guys hopefully to a couple classmates very soon, and the rest of my class as I get their permission. Hi, so I was talking with a couple of classmates about maybe getting an external monitor because it's hard to have both Zoom call meeting where we're talking with or listening to the professor and trying to show them that we're listening, but also be able to view these slides that we're going over. So I was about to buy an external monitor, but then I got kind of curious because I have an iPad Pro and I've been using it for note taking. And I started looking into seeing if there's a way we can use it as an external monitor, and ta-da! You can. So it's something called Sidecar. If you get it synced up, which is actually really easy, and you're able to do it, and then you can play around with, like, if you want it on the left side, right side. So I had it on my left side just because the limited space that I have here. And look it works. I have an external monitor and I didn't even know it. So just wanted to share that tip in case you guys are in the same predicament.